Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. Ready, fire, aim, an FAA sole source solution strangles flight schools. Airlines lobby Congress for single pilot operations. Last production Pilatus PC-6 lost in Aegean Sea. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Ready, fire, aim, an FAA sole source solution strangles flight schools. PSI currently has a monopoly over Airman Knowledge written testing. Prior to PSI's investiture, computerized FAA airman testing was the province of two companies, Computer Assisted Testing Service and LaserGrade. Test fees were split most often to the tune of 60 to 40% in CAT's or LaserGrade's favor. Given the sole source nod by the FAA, PSI offered contracts to flight schools and FBOs formerly partnered with CAT's or LaserGrade. Regrettably, the FAA's contract with PSI allowed the latter broad unilateral powers, and therein lies the rub. On November 18, 2022, all third-party PSI vendors were advised by means of a letter from PSI's General Counsel, Ashley Wilson, that as of January 2023, the standard exam fee of $175 would no longer be split 65 to vendors to 110 to PSI. Rather, a standardized fee schedule was to be implemented, one predicated upon allotted test time. After January 1, 2023, PSI flight schools, many small and rendered vulnerable by economic realities, will receive $22 for facilitating and proctoring a private pilot knowledge test and $28 for a 4-hour airline transport pilot test. The damage to the flight training business is obvious, and schools are signaling that they will stop such testing if this program persists, making student pilot testing more difficult and expensive as the inevitable result. ANN continues to investigate the matter. And after the break, Boom announces new engine partners.
Are you tired of tucking your phone under your headset to make a call and having cords and adapters strewn about the cockpit? Experience wireless cell phone communications and your personal music with Pilot Communications BlueLink 2. BlueLink 2 gives you a wearable link to two Bluetooth-enabled devices at the same time and can even control your phone and music. Use BlueLink 2 with your existing headset or a Pilot Communications headset from pilot-usa.com.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. Boom announces new engine partners. After losing engine partner Rolls-Royce in September, Boom Supersonic announced that it will partner with 3 aviation companies to develop and build engines for its proposed Overture supersonic transport. Boom Supersonic executives disclosed their engine building plans during a ceremony at North Carolina's Piedmont Triad International Airport, ostensible future site of the company's aircraft manufacturing operation. Florida Turbine Technologies will design the engine, GE Additive will provide technology consulting, and Standard Aero will maintain the engines once certified. Airshow London is on for 2023. Airshow London is back for 2023, bringing out some banner performances for their 5th drive-in show. Both the Canadian Forces Snowbirds and the United States Air Force F-22 Raptor demonstration team have signed on to perform in London, breaking the news with the release of their 2023 performance schedules. The two teams are only some of the bigger household names, for aeronautical enthusiasts at least, set to perform in London, with many more from North America on track to make appearances of their own. Flexjet graduates first class of A&P techs. Flexjet's bid to bolster their maintenance cadre bore fruit this month when its first crop of students earned their airframe and power plant licenses on the way to full-time work with the company. The program is another example of a growing trend in business aviation where companies began fostering talent under their own systems, ensuring a steady flow of capable personnel. Flexjet's take placed the students on 30 months of paid on-the-job training alongside active A&Ps, training them in their apprenticeships in the lead-up to their FAA A&P licensure examinations. Blue Origin joins hands with Lockheed and Boeing for Lunar Lander. Blue Origin has partnered with Boeing and Lockheed Martin. The trio will provide a joint proposal to take on the SpaceX bid for the Artemis lander, providing Blue Origin with a round 2 to catch NASA's eye. Last year, SpaceX handily won the initial slate of Artemis moon missions, ostensibly beating out the Blue Origin bid on a cost basis. Still, the relative maturity of SpaceX tech undoubtedly cast a positive glow over their bid, holding faint promise of fewer delays and headaches throughout the Artemis program. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Airlines lobby Congress for single-pilot operations. As technology advances and pilot salaries increase, airlines have inclined with increasing resolve toward the controversial notion of amending Part 121 of the Federal Aviation Regulations, the bit pertaining to scheduled airlines, in such a way that commercial cargo and passenger flights could be lawfully undertaken as single-pilot operations. Currently, Federal Aviation Regulations require Part 121 operators to staff all flights with at least 2 qualified pilots. What's more, the entirety of the extant transport category aircraft fleet is type certified for 2-pilot operations. Older aircraft such as the Boeing 707s and Douglas DC-8s still in service with cargo and foreign carriers require a 3rd cockpit crew member. For years, airlines have promulgated the alleged merits of single-pilot operations, stating in the calculated argot of accountants that cutting cockpit personnel by 50% would summarily solve staffing problems occasioned by a pilot shortage the FAA and ALPA have dismissed as non-existent. The FAA reauthorization bill currently before Congress contains language requesting that the legislative body add provisions to Part 121 permitting single-pilot commercial flight operations, initially of cargo aircraft. Pilots and pilot unions vehemently oppose single-pilot operations, arguing that such a practice would serve only to bolster airline profits while negating disciplines fundamental to the safety culture. And after these messages, last production Pilatus PC-6 lost in Aegean Sea.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Welcome back. Last production Pilatus PC-6 lost in Aegean Sea. On December 12th, Pilatus Aircraft, the storied Swiss manufacturer of eminently capable niche airplanes, delivered the very last specimen of its iconic PC-6 Porter, a single-engine STOL utility aircraft the firm has produced in both piston and turboprop iterations since 1959. The 604th and final PC-6, serial number 1019, registered as FB-FBE, was handed over to Smart Aviation of Jakarta, Indonesia. an unscheduled commercial air carrier that owns and operates not only 11 Cessna 208 and 208B Caravans, 2 Pilatus PC-6 Porters, and 1 Airbus H-130 T-2 helicopter, but a private airport in Singkawang, West Kalimantan on the island of Borneo. On December 15th, FBE went down in the Aegean Sea, approximately 4 nautical miles east of Crete's capital city of Heraklion. The 2 pilots, a 32-year-old South African and a 62-year-old Indonesian, were recovered from the sea. Only the former survived. According to witnesses, the PC-6 crew immediately after departing Heraklion International Airport's runway 9 reported a mechanical irregularity and declared an emergency. The flying pilot subsequently attempted a northerly climbing turn to return to the airport. The aircraft reportedly reached an altitude of approximately 1,400 feet before entering a deep aerodynamic stall and plunging into the sea. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!